What do you think you're likely top 1% in the world at? I'm in the top 3 of listening to my favorite band, and I know that BC Spotify told me LMAO. Where did you see this? I'm interested to know how my rankings look, lol. I've accidentally ripped 3 doors completely off their hinges. I'm of the belief most people haven't ever ripped a single door off, and therefore 3MO is likely in the top 1%. Also I'm 18 and potentially have decades of door ripping behavior to increase my rankings. How violently are you opening doors? And how weak are the hinges? I run anywhere between 25 to 35 miles on Saturdays, and I'd like to think that's the top 1%, but I'm not even sure. I'm actually in the top 0.11% in height for males in their 30s, so I got that going for me, which sucks. How tall are you? 68 or 203 centimeters? I ran 3:59 in the mile in college. Only about 2,000 people have ever done it, so it's actually the top 0.00000 to 6% in the world. That's nuts. I ran mile relay and did a 54-second run one time, and damn near collapsed after getting off the track. I can't imagine nearly keeping that pace for 3 more laps. Losing interest in something, and suddenly gaining interest in something else. Waterfalls visited. Most of you could start today, and I couldn't visit another one and you'd never reach me. My license plate says waterfall, for fuck's sake. I see a new at least every month. Many I've been to during all 4 seasons. I have pictures, nice time-lapse glassy pictures, of many during the winter that take all day to reach, due to roads being not plowed. I broke a toilet by pooping when I was a kid. I used to hate pooping, so I'd hold it till eventually would poop a baseball. My dad couldn't even fix it with a snake. You could say I pinched an oshitter! ! They dumb bum. True story, but I admit it took me 10 minutes to think of a way to make a joke of it though. Clearly, your family was in need of a poop knife. The poop knife! ! Oh my gosh, I had erased that from my memory until now. Getting all the bad endings to relationships. Lost someone to cancer. Lost someone to having a brain tumor and the surgery changed her personality. Been cheated on. Someone once just disappeared and I found they were in Belgium. One person I dated was hit by a car and developed memory loss and didn't know who I was. Another person I was going to marry for money, but then her lawyer inherited it all and she left. Effed. It's not you. It's me. I'm not attracted to you. I was dead to date you for a year. One gal had a husband and decided to end it with me to keep her relationship with him that I didn't know about. Part of a polyamorous couple who decided they wanted to get married and be monogam. Us. So many bad endings. I'm still hopeful of the good one. Holy shit. I've had my heart broken bad several times, but I take my hat off to you. That is trauma. I actually verified this, and I'd fall in the top 1 of memorizing digits of pi. I used to know 800 digits, but now I just remember the first 200. It's really unnecessary, but it can be fun if you try hard enough. I've got 21, and it's enough to know the circumference of the solar system within 1 atom. So I'm good. Well, keep going. Once you get past 50 it starts getting really fun. Guitar. I'm no rock star, but I figure I'm in the top 1%. Been playing near 3 decades now. I just started, and I'm in my mid-20s. But I've been at it every day since March. It'll be a long way to go, but I plan to be right there with you in the top 1% in 3 decades time. People lot just got their Spotify Wrapped seeing this post. Yes Abby. Woohoo. This is what I've been waiting for. BTW. I'm 0.5 of my favorite band. And 0.05% for 3 days grace, which is my favorite, but good job. Love seeing people dedicated to music. It's good to see people enjoying themselves. The art of not getting laid. Black belt myself. Being bad at everything. Then you have competition on Reddit. Depends on the subreddit. Technically less than %. One can bench press over 200 pounds. so I've got that I guess. Procrastination. You got here quick enough. Fail. Tabletop game miniatures personally painted. I'm well over 3,000. StarCraft second. I've played the Suga route of StarCraft since the game came out decades ago. I even did a speech on it in college. There are people that are wildly better than me at the game, but I guarantee I can beat 99% of the population any day of the week. I was once the #1 in the world at specifically the Harry Potter spells trivia on this one app. I never could break the top 3 in the normal Harry Potter trivia one. After a while it became a speed game where you just had to know the first word of the answer because you memorized both all of the questions and all of the answers. Pretty fun in my memory though. Considering, as pointed out above, that 1% of the world's population is like 78 million people, I'm going to go with long range shooting. I might not be the best, but I feel you'd be hard pressed to find 78 million people better than me. Well, I'm asexual, and only about 1% of the world is, but IDK if that counts. Yep, we'll count it. Pirate 101 PvP. There aren't many of us to begin with, and most players don't even step into the ring nowadays. I remember that game. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. AHH. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I've never used triple exclamation marks before, but I never knew anyone besides me have ever heard of it before. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Beekeeping. Not many people think it's fun to go open a beehive and mess around with it. I also specialize in queen rearing, which is not done by most beekeepers. Learning new languages quickly. I have the DLAB to prove it, and I blaze through everything I touch on memorize. Probably not just the top 1%, but the top 0.1%. Well, I do know I farmed more sugarcane in a pixel skyblock than all but 800 people out of millions Halithave play. D. Realizing that that's probably the highest in ranked in anything is kinda depressing, now that I think about it. Definitely top 1% for being an educated idiot. I'm really quick at understanding the motivations of other people. I think it's reading body language and facial expressions. I seem to see things others don't and am rarely wrong. There have been games where I was the rank 1 player, but they either no longer exist or nobody plays them. I also hold some speedrun records, so there's that. Well, only 4% of the population has synesthesia, so I'm pretty close there. Hitting a right-handed golf club left-handed. I'm probably in the top 1% of the most ginger a person could be. Making my kids laugh. They're in their teens, and I still get a full belly laugh out of each of them a few times a week. My favorite though is hearing them make each other laugh. Writing a clearly understandable sentence, judging by what I see here on Reddit. I mean, I think I'm in the top 1% for IQ, although I haven't bothered to check. I have an IQ of I think 140, but I'm also the dumbest person I know, lol. I'm not sure how y'all gather the empirical data on it, but I'm highly confident I can outperform 99% of the world at armpit farts. I'm in the 99th percentile of being a fruitcake. I have chronic schizophrenia. Using my Xbox controller as a musical instrument in the game Demon's Box 1. Hands down top 1%, not because I'm great at it, but because there is literally no other active competition, lol. Tourette syndrome here. Excessive dopaminergic activity in the basal ganglia, I guess. Being myself, I guess. This is actually quite a nice reminder that you are unique and there's no one else exactly like you in the world, so might as well own it. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.